Okay, I'm Jim Guinn, and I want to show you how to install wood band on metal bands for Model Ts from 1909 to 27. And the first thing you have to do is make your metal bands into a circle, a perfect circle. The best way to do that is if you have an old drum, use an old drum for a pattern, and I'll show you how you make them into a circle. Okay? Start out with the clips, because the clips won't quite fit on the band. You can see they stick out quite a ways. They don't fit tight around here. You got to put them so they'll bend. So you have to start with a bend right here. Best way to do that, bend them a little bit. Bend them a little bit, and you check them to make sure you get them into a circle. See how that fits down there now. So now, here's a flat spot, so I got to start from here. Then we check them to find out how we're doing. We got it good so far. I'll start right here and go a little more.
And this is a wide band, right?
This is a wide band for 26, 27.
You do the same thing for a narrow band?
Do the same thing for a narrow band. You have to do them the same way. You have to tweak these clips a lot of times on them. Okay, that's good right there. We got that in. We got a flat spot right there still, a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, see, we got that into a circle. So that fits on the drum real good. If you get it too much, like this right here, is a little too much. Put it in there and bring it back. Let's see what we got now. See there? That fits. Now then, we take our wood band, put it inside, we'll clamp it in place. Then we put that in the vise. On the quick change band we can do this, and you do it on all of them. But then we'll take this.
And what about this? How far is it sticking out?
Oh, about 1/8 of an inch. 1/16 to 1/8. Some of them it doesn't have to be, but then we'll pull this out and clamp it. That puts that, when you turn it loose, that puts that wood band up into this metal band nice and tight. See how it fits in there nice and tight? And then we'll take a drill. Drill our holes from the back side. Then, if you have a countersink, you do it with your drill, but I've got an old countersink over here that I use. It's about 1918.
But any countersink will work, right?
Yeah, this one is adjustable to the depth. There's a bolt in the bottom of it there, but
Sure, and what it makes, let's take a look at what it makes. So it makes a countersink with a flat bottom,
uh-huh,
right?
uh-huh.
So it's not a tapered countersink.
No, it's flat.
It's almost like a counter bore.
Yes. And it's flat.
Okay. What about this one right here?
I'll get that one later. These
Okay.
two here I'll get later
Why is that?
because I can't get on this on there with these on it.
Okay.
So I'll put rivets in these to hold these in place.
Okay. So show me how you put the rivet in.
And put a rivet in. Put it right there.
Mm.
Take a screwdriver. Spread the rivets. And pop them over with a little small hammer. Now you got your rivet, see? We'll put a rivet. Those are brass rivets. They've got a nickel flash on them, that's all. Now, if you don't have one of these, I've got an anvil that I've got a countersink that I help to hold them with. But I made this. But if you don't have this, then you take a 5/16 bolt or just a 5/16 rod. This is a quarter, but you'd take that and put it in your vise and clamp it into your vise And then you could use that for setting up your rivets to pound them in with. You can do them that way, or you can do them this way and pound them in. Okay, now then. You countersink them at half the thickness of the wood. And if you don't have a little ball peen hammer like that, you can take a bolt like this and put in there and hammer it down. Or just a rod that you use to in your vise. This one I do different. I take and cut part of the rivet off.
You make the tabs on the rivet shorter.
Well, I make it shorter because that's where the clip goes. Now then, see, you got a nice round tip. Oh, I got to ping them over better. Let me ping that over. Okay, now then, oh, here's our clip. We want to put that on and see how it looks. And it snaps on, you're okay. If it doesn't snap on, you want it to snap on. See, it's not fitting right. See, because I can take it off by hand, and you don't want it to come off by hand. So we'll have to take this . Bend it a little bit, fit it up. Now that's snapped on, see? And it's nice and tight. Take a hacksaw. Hacksaw the excess off. Then I take a file or a rasp. Okie dokie. And there you got a nice band. The band nut. Don't like that. It's not snapping down over the end, these little clips here. So I'm gonna have to take a file, just file these out. The bottom of that out a little bit. And the bottom of this one out a little bit. So when we put that in there, now then. There it is. Nice and round. It'll fit over your drum real good. So that's an easy way of, that's the way I do it.